Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. As I straighten his camera up, to my right is Lucas. You know who he is. West Ham have just drew with Everton in Merseyside, 1-1. Before I let people come and have their say, smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, and hit notification bell. Lucas, what did you make of that crap?
Um, I'm not sure. I was
Yeah,
really hoping my 0-0 exacta was going to come in, but it didn't. But we all kind of knew from the off, like this had
yeah.
draw written all over it, regardless of what the however many goals it'd be. But I don't know. A bit of a mixed bag for me. That I didn't. Again, I really didn't think we were that bad, but there was some moments in attack, especially from one player, really, that was pretty woeful in my opinion. But nonetheless, I think we played hard today. A draw, probably the fair result, but I don't know. It's always gutting to lose it at the end, but like the goal they
Uh,
scored was just absolute chaos.
People are going to say draws a fair result. I see James's hat saying draws a fair result. Bollocks, no chance. West Ham was better in the second half, and that was the only real opportunity Everton had in that last sort of 5 minutes. The last 5 minutes of that half of the second half, Everton were decent, were very very good, but West Ham should have seen it out. And I thought we was better in the second half. I thought it was a great goal from
Yeah.
Thomas Soucek. Do you know what I mean? But
The the
I'm
goal
not convinced.
the goal they scored, if it was any other different goal, I'd probably feel a different way. But like that was a bit of a chaos goal for me. I thought we cleared the ball well. The ball comes back in. Idrissa Gana Gueye literally half volley, absolute rocket of a cross, and then just Jake O'Brien puts his nut on it and it goes
Yeah.
in. I genuinely don't think we could have defended that situation any better, but I don't know. To me, fair result. But again, because it happens at the last minute, it is more disappointing. But it is what it is.
No, I can't get on board with that. I thought second half we were the better side. I thought Bowen
What
was
about the
excellent
first
today.
half, though?
First half was shit from both sides, mate. I'm going to be straight. No side deserves to be in front in the first half because it was that bad. And I even see a few people tweeting it saying like, "What's going on?" I want to get to a few players before I let AD lad come on. Um,
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to make a move
I'm
in
going to
about
say
5
one thing
minutes.
about Lucas Paqueta. Yeah, if he gets banned for life, then fair enough. But he was fucking shit today, mate. He was absolutely shocking.
A lot of players really weren't all that today. Even if we finished 1-0, again, it would have been 3 points. Season's dead. It would have been nice, but the performance today. Again, you say the second half we were really good. Really good. I don't know about that to me personally, but
We was better. Like we weren't. Like, I'm going to say
yeah,
really good.
but I
But
mean better. Like I don't know. I thought we were slightly better, but that
right.
doesn't really mean anything to me.
Um. Well, We'll give us your final sort of thoughts before I let you go, and I will wrap this
Um,
up in a minute.
well, if you have some questions, I can answer them. Like
Right. First things first. Mohamed Kudus thoughts.
I thought he worked really, really, really hard today in defense. I thought
Agree.
he put in an absolute shift in terms of effort, but going forward in his attacking prowess was just it was
What is
terrible.
going on with the geezer? Right. He gets the ball.
I've been yeah.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you? He gets the ball and he just doesn't want to shoot. He's like scared. He's
I don't
scared of
know what it
gunfire.
is, but I've been telling you the past couple weeks in this 3-4-2-1 box midfield.
Yeah.
If he I love Mo. He's one of my favorite players of the club, but I just really don't see how he's gonna. I don't see how he's gonna thrive in this system. So I've been saying that, but best player for me today. I
Right.
thought Bowen was far and wide the best player today. He was absolutely brilliant. The Soucek goal. Well, I think that's honestly one of the best goals he's scored at this club in terms of touch,
Is
finish.
that better than last season's goal against Everton?
Oh man,
Both of them were good
he
goals.
loves
Don't
a
worry.
goal at Goodison, doesn't he? I would say in terms of technical, I do think last season is probably a bit better, but today,
Yeah.
no one on earth would ever think Soucek would score a goal like that. But again, you cannot name me more than 5 players in this world that are as good in both boxes as him. I get it. He's not great to watch in the midfield. But the man is inevitable. I'll say it over and over again. I don't know how many more battles this guy has to win to win over anyone at this club. If I just don't care at this point.
I know what you're saying. Worst player for you?
Worst player.
Mav was shit today for me. He's another one who's just shit.
I thought Paqueta was on par with Mavropanos, to be honest. He just really didn't offer much. But him and Mavropanos really weren't that great today. But and again, this could just be, I wouldn't say recency bias, but we haven't seen him play in a while. I thought Emerson was pretty good today. Wan-Bissaka was decent. Kilman was good. I think Todibo was, I would say, above average. Yeah, I mean, again, and for me, not a lot to complain about today. Even the goal at the end, like I always felt throughout the whole match it was going to end in a draw. So like again, that was my expectation. So it is what it is. But today was one of those matches you just really did not want to lose it, did you?
Nah, not really, mate. In one way, there's fucking peace in the camp tonight. People can go on social media, but I'm going to let you go because I know you've got to be somewhere. And I'll catch up again with you soon.
Hope everyone has a good week and up the irons. Come on.
Yeah, take it easy, mate. Right, what I'll do, everyone, I'll give you my thoughts and I'll let AD come on. First things first, I thought first half it was shit. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't good enough from us. I don't see what we was trying to do. And the lack of attacking threat is just clear for everyone to see. Half time come, second half, I thought we were a lot better. I thought it was a better side in the second half. And what irritates me is we get in front and then we're sitting back. And I'm thinking, why don't you go for the throat here and make sure that you seal the deal? Potter changed his mind on the Evan Ferguson sub. Yeah, we go in front. You bring him on as an attacking threat to make them think more. And I don't get it. I don't get what he's fucking trying to achieve here. I really don't. And people say about personnel. Yeah. Is it all on personnel, really? Like, because some of these players are decent players. Like, Paqueta is a decent player, but he was shit today. Absolute shite. So, I don't know. On this one. This one stings a bit because I think we deserve to get the result. Yeah, but if you look at it in the overall grand scheme of things, we wasn't good enough to win the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but the second half, we was better in the second half because we had to be better in the second half because the first half was that bad. So, I'm a bit pissed off with this one. I really am. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We should have sealed the deal. The issue I've got is that you should be going for the throat here. 1-0 up against Everton. You know they're going to come forward. And then you're sitting there waiting to counter-attack. I'm going to say this, right? And no one's going to like what I'm going to fucking say. But fuck them, right? And I do mean that quite openly. I'm looking at the camera. Fuck you, what I'm about to say, right? This is no different to the David Moyes style of play. Right, it is no different. It is just we are just a team that is good in possession and passing the ball from side to side. That's all it is. Once we go 1-0 up, we've got no clue how to sort of go for the throat and get the job done and put Everton to the sword. And that is it. Like, I'm being real here. So I hope Potter's got a fucking a big massive fucking hat and he's fucking his wand like Harry fucking Potter, mate, because he's going to need some magic in the summer, like, because it ain't good enough. It simply isn't good enough. I just felt today we let that one go. We give it away on Merseyside, and I'm quite pissed off, if I'm speaking honest truth, with that, because we do it too many times, and we should be better than that. Let's get AD in, see what he's got to say for himself. AD, what you saying?
Hey mate, how are you doing? Are you good?
All good, mate. What you saying?
Yeah, to be honest, I felt like it was a game of two halves, like you said. I think first half we were really not in the game. I thought Kudus was absolutely disastrous in the first half. Every time he got the ball, instead of running towards goal, trying to create something, he just kept losing it, like silly ball losses. And really, both teams weren't good enough. I thought we were great in the second half, if I'm being honest. I thought we played really well. We attacked really well. I thought the goal taken was really good. Now, after we scored, I don't necessarily think we were too defensive, because if you see the teams that came to Goodison, even Liverpool, they ended up really sitting two backs of four trying to defend a lead, and they conceded late on. It's a compact pitch. It's a type of game where Everton are really good in just getting balls inside the box. So it's really hard to say. I think what we really missed was Nicholas Fulkrug today, the focal point up top. I know
Mm.
everybody talks about Evan Ferguson, but Evan Ferguson is just a big man who's, I believe Kudus is better in duos than Evan Ferguson. That's how poor and unfit Evan Ferguson is at the moment. What we missed was a full crook type target, somebody who could pick up the ball, because every time we hit the ball long, it just kept going into spaces and going straight back into them. We needed a full crook type of a striker who could hold the ball up, bring others into play, and that's what we were missing today. Overall, I don't think it was a bad performance, especially the second half. It was just a very well taken goal from Everton, and it's a really tough place to come. So I don't mind the 1-1, to be honest.
Let's talk some players, because I do feel that we give it to him in the end. Like we've given that point, yeah. Because I didn't see Everton doing anything in the second half. Like I thought Areola, apart from his little sort of mistake-ish on the ball where he held onto the ball too much, I don't really remember him having to make loads of saves other than in the last 5 minutes. Let's talk about some players. Lucas Paqueta, thoughts?
I thought in the first half he was really poor, but I also think the referee didn't help him, because there were many times that he should have gotten a free kick, but the ref just never pulled him up for a free kick. I thought he was much better in the second half. I thought he was great in the duels. He was strong. He won many duels, and then you could see that he just got tired, which is why Soler came off. In the second half, I cannot tell you a player who had a bad game in the second half. I thought even Mavropanos was decent until he makes those stupid mistakes that we always see him do. But overall, I think the second half performance was really good, if I'm being honest. I thought Souček was poor in the first half, and then he grows in the second half. Bowen was magnificent as usual. Wan-Bissaka was good. Toribo was great. I thought Kilman was fabulous the entire game. Um, and to be honest, I really don't have too many negatives to say about that second half performance, apart from the fact that even the Everton goal, what could you point out? I just thought they put players inside the box. I mean, if they put players inside the box, there's not really much you can do. The only thing that you can do really well is defend the box really well, which I thought we did like 90% of the time today. And then just that one chance they got, they just buried it, which
But
is
don't
kind of
you
unfortunate.
feel? But don't you feel when we go 1-0 up, we're retreating, right, and we start to retreat, and let's have it right. Soler and Ferguson was going to come on, and Potter decides against bringing Ferguson on when you're 1-0 up. You've got to go like if you get the other one, if you stay as you are and keep attacking, if you get another one, it's game over. Everton ain't scoring two. But to sit there and
Yeah.
keep retreating, like eventually one of them crosses is gonna come in and it's gonna end up in a goal. Like I know people say, I see it in the chat there, some people say, oh, it's a dead game and all that, but this is like you can't be doing it for these sort of things. You can't be playing
Yeah,
good. Do you know what I'm saying?
but
And
on
making
the other
mistakes like
hand,
that.
But on the other hand, if we attack with players and then they score two goals, everybody's pointing the finger at Potter and saying, why didn't we shut the shop and defend, right? So it can
Yeah,
go
but
two
20
ways.
minutes though, mate. 20 minutes of defending. Like, come on,
Yeah, but we
Souček scored
defended
on
for,
the
we
like
defended
when
for
you
70, 80 minutes against Arsenal, and we did quite well with that. So it works both ways. I just think Everton took their chance really well today. And as I
right.
said, I don't think we have the attacking options or the focal point that is required to kind of win the ball high up front. And the reason he kept Kudus on is because Kudus, as you saw, worked extremely hard the last few minutes. Evan Ferguson is not going to give you that. He just doesn't have the legs. I feel like it was a terrible signing. It was just a signing as a name value because he's not fit enough. He doesn't win duels. It's almost like
Yeah.
when he came on, did you feel like he came on? Did you feel like he had any input in the game? That's the problem. Like,
Yeah.
what does he have to do? Nicholas Fulkrug for me is the one that we're missing because he's a menace up top. He's somebody that wins the ball, brings others into play, is strong in the duels, and we just didn't have that today. So I can get what Potter wanted to bring on Ferguson because before we scored the goal, we needed something attackingly, which Kudus wasn't giving. But then once we got that goal, Kudus was doing the hard work, which is running the big yards, covering the ground. And to be honest, I can't really say much other than the fact that it was a great goal from Everton. They put a good ball in, great cross from Ghana Gay. It was a composed cross, and maybe we should have gone in front of O'Brien, but it was just a good goal, to be honest.
Give us your worst player before we let you go, mate.
I think when you look at it, like individually, I would say Paqueta, especially that first half. I thought he was poor in the first half, but he made up for it in the second half. I thought the second half was very good, to be honest. He won fouls when he needed to. He won the duels. Like I said, I don't think there was a bad player in the second half. I think we're very harsh on Mavropanos, but I thought he had a good game as well, to be honest. Apart from that
Oh, I don't
stupid
know.
mistake at the end.
I don't know about
Yeah,
AD in the first half. He's jumping over the football, mate, and oh, and
yeah.
also
No, I
he
mean,
jumps over the football, and Kilman and Ariola collide with each other.
I
It
agree. That was absolutely disastrous. He's one of
terrible,
those
yeah.
players that can have like an amazing 90 minutes, but then those 2 minutes that he does, he just messes everything up, you know?
Yeah, I
And
agree, mate.
yeah, yeah. But thank you so much for having me on it.
No worries, AD. You take care of yourself, mate. All the best. That has been AD. He's become a fan's favourite on E20 Zone TV. Shout out to him. Uh, I agree with AD on some things. I disagree with him on others. I'm going to be honest. For me, I'm pissed off with this one because you go 1-0 up and we were the better side in the second half and we just give it away. Like, we'll just literally give it away again. Lucas Paqueta, for me, I don't get where people say about buying and winning fouls. He's supposed to be the creator, isn't he? And what did he create today? Not hardly fuck all. I thought I agree with what people say about Kudus. I think Kudus worked hard, but his end product in the attacking third is just shit at the minute. And I noticed today, every time he gets the ball, he's overhitting like his touch before he unleashes a shot. And even then, he doesn't even unleash a fucking shot. So it's like he was a bit of a problem today. Bowen was excellent. Like Bowen does what he does. And listen, I'm going to say about Thomas Souček. Thomas Souček in the second half was very good. Like, I'm going to be honest. He scores the goal, which is a great goal, and people knock him. I see it on social media quite a lot. People would love to like stick the knife in Thomas Souček, but he keeps delivering. And I thought when the balls were coming in, he was the only one getting his head on anything. Do you know what I mean? He was getting his head more on balls than fucking Mavropanos was. So, just this one stings a bit. This one really does because I wanted to win this game today. Yeah, West Ham have to start winning games now. When I look at Potter, I just don't get the philosophy. I really don't. Yeah, it's possession based game apparently, but yeah, we get the ball, but we don't really do a lot with it. Like Jordan Pickford today, like yeah, he had sort of clear cut sort of routine saves to make. But we should be making this geezer work, mate, like and proper work, and he just didn't at the end of the day. Let's get to this comment from the Bowling Lounge. Shout out to the Bowling Lounge. Go and subscribe to that man's channel. I don't mind helping people out. When your own players carry on playing while you're down, it tells you even his teammates don't believe him. Fair enough. I think he's talking about Paqueta. Paul G, shout out to you, mate. James, do you think Paqueta played like he's about to get banned? The guy's walking around like walking away like Craig David style. Do you know what? I'm going to be straight, mate. I thought he weren't all that. I don't get the hype. I don't get the sort of love for for Lucas Paqueta. Sorry. I just thought like we need him to create stuff. And what did he really create? Not a lot. So, you know, it's a bit of a kick in the mouth on this one. I just don't get the subs. The one thing I will say is like at 0-0, you bring Evan Ferguson on, yeah, and you're looking to bring him on with Carlos Soler. You go 1-0 up, you should still bring him on. You should like Everton had 3 strikers on the pitch. Like and Moyes, like fair play to him. Like he fucking went bold. He chucked everyone on to try and get that equaliser, and they got what they deserved in the end. Do you know what I mean? And for me, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, why is Luis Guilherme not getting a chance? Like, and we're giving players like fucking. I think Guido even come on the pitch at one stage. Guido Rodriguez and all these other fuckers a chance, and Luis Guilherme, we're just not given a chance to. And I just don't understand why. I agree with that comment. Like Paqueta falls over like a sack of potatoes off a truck, like every single time he gets touched, goes over every single time, mate. And like it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Listen, we didn't lose the game, yeah, but we should have won the game, and that is a key thing to me. Like when you're giving away goals late in the day. And did Everton really deserve it in the second half? I don't believe so, mate. I stand on that all day long. I don't think Everton done hardly anything in the second half, and I thought we had them pretty much under control. The issue I've got is you go 1-0 up, and then you sit back and you're just going, right, we're just going to see this out. Now, what AD said in the chat, AD turned around and said about, well, we've done it against Arsenal. Arsenal are a good fucking side. Everton are not an amazing side, and we should be looking to go at them. Do you know what I mean? We should be looking to go at them and getting it done. Do you know what I mean? And if we score the second goal, right, it's over. Instead, we sit there and then we get we get what we deserve, and that is a fucking point at the end of the day. Let's have a look. I'll go for another 10 minutes and I'm going to wrap this up. What does Cressy think about watching Mav lurking around after doing nothing wrong, but he can't believe he's benched? Yeah, listen, it's routine, isn't it? It's rotation. Do you know what I mean? That's all it is. It's squad rotation. But like, I thought Emerson played decent today. I'll give him his due, and I thought, well, we all know with Mav, like, and what AD said, and what a few other people have said before, is Mavropoulos got that one error in him, yeah, or one lapse of concentration. I could not believe it in the first half when he's jumping over the ball. Literally, the ball's coming to him, and he jumps over the ball, and Areola and Kilman collide with each other. If Areola goes into Kilman and Kilman's out for the rest of the season, I'm going to be straight. I'm fucking livid with that. But, you know, we all know what Mav is. And he's fucking shite. Do you know what I'm saying? Bowling Nan says, yeah, he had a good game. Yeah, I know, mate. May as well sell Guilherme. Let the kid have a career, getting fuck all minutes here to see what he got. Listen, I agree. I agree on this. Yeah, if this is a dead season that people keep telling me, why are we not seeing up and coming players? Like, and do you know what makes me laugh? And I'm going to say this. I am fucking going to say this. Is there's people out there that cry out for the youth. Yeah, why didn't certain managers play the youth? Right. Potter's got Lewis Guilherme on the bench there to use, and he continuously does not use him. Why? Well, what is stopping you? Do you know what I'm saying? Is he that shit? Is he that shit that you've got to turn to Danny fucking Ings or someone else like that? I don't get that. I just don't understand that. I really don't. And I think today, right, it's one of them games where we've just let it go. We've completely let it go, and we shouldn't be letting it go. Right. I want West Ham to be ruthless. Like, and I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it with Potter and this formation. Right. I don't like this fucking formation. And I stand by that. And I just feel like, yeah, we're good at passing the ball sideways and one touch stuff, but getting into the box, if we don't have a bit of magic around us, right around that sort of 18-yard box, we ain't scoring a fucking goal. It's as simple as that. So, yeah, let's get your final comments in. It's probably part of the shady deal in Brazil for Steiner. Yeah, we don't mention Steiner on this channel. Right? We don't do it. Do you know what I mean? I'll be looking at Guilherme as an option off the bench. I don't know, mate. I don't know. The thing that irritates me today more than anything is the subs. It really is. Right, we go 1-0 up. He takes off Lucas Paqueta, which is the right move. He's on a yellow card, brings Carlos Soler on. But I'm going to say this. What the fuck have we got with Everton Ferguson? Like, why have we got him here? Why is he here? If we're never going to use this kid and we're never going to see how good he can be in full games, and it can't be fitness because he's going away to Ireland like next week. So what is it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to the thumbs up. But what is it? Like, it has to be something. And you're consistently not using him. That, to me, it just irritates me because then you're just wasting time. Like, we brought a player in that we're never going to know how good he is. And does anyone really right now want to sign Evan Ferguson for West Ham? I don't think no one knows how good he can be for us, like, because we haven't fully seen him. So, you know, I'm just irritated by it. I really, really am. I will say that. Ian, Potter cost us the game. I just don't get the sort of negative aspect, mate. It's no different to Moyes. Listen, I will go at Lucas and I will go at Jay and I will go at anyone when people are telling me, yeah, that, oh, this is a possession based and we're doing this, we're doing that. We're doing the fucking same thing that we've done with Moyes, but it just looks a bit more stylish. We're sitting back in a back five because it is a back five. I'm going to be straight. It's not a back fucking three. It's a back five when they're all retreating. When you've got defensive-minded players there, and the issue I've got before I round this video up, because I don't want to go on all night, is this. We are hoping and praying that we get the summer window bang on. Like, it's basically this time last year. Well, we're saying the same thing that we said this time last year. And if you go and watch any other channel and go back a year ago, we're all saying the same thing. We can't wait till the summer till we get our players and this, that, and the other. It's the same thing happening again. None of these players are really improving of what I've seen. Defensively, yeah, we look better-ish, but we've still got mistakes in there. And, like, for me, the system it's just too defensive for me, and it's a 1-0 job all the time. If you want to bet for West Ham from now to the end of the season, under 2.5 goals, because we won't concede many goals, but we ain't going to score many goals either. So it's going to always be a 1-0 job all the time. 1-0, 2-0, that's it. So yeah, it's rubbing it in the fans' face to bring Ferguson on for 5 minutes, play him or don't. Potter is on a wind up. See, I agree with that comment 100%. You've got Evan Ferguson there, and we don't know how good the geezer is. Do you know what I'm saying? We just don't know how good the geezer is. Don't judge the tradesman until he has his own tools. Mate, he might have his own tools, but you're hoping he's going to get this summer window right. This is a dangerous game we're playing here. Yeah, that we've got to make sure we get every single transfer done and properly signed into their position. And the one thing I don't want to hear in the summer is, oh, we need these players, give them time to gel. Because we ain't going to have time to gel on this one. They need to come in and be instant hits. Because if this is the shit that we're dealing with now, the players that are coming in have got to be better than this. So, you know, see that. Hopefully we don't sign Ferguson. People are mixed on Ferguson, but how can you judge him? We haven't fucking seen him. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Potter wanted Ferguson, yet rarely uses him. It's a piss take. I agree with Darren on that, 100%. Like, what I can't understand is today, I simply can't get it for love or money, and I want someone to tell me in the chat before I wrap this video up, is why when we go 1-0 up, before we go 1-0 up, he's looking at bringing Evan Ferguson on and Carlos Soler, yeah? He was going to take off Thomas Souček and Lucas Paqueta. We go 1-0 up, and he doesn't do nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, well, surely, like, there's a problem there. Us going 1-0 up should be a bonus, really. Instead, he sits back, he doesn't do much. He lets Carlos Soler come on because Paqueta's on a booking. And then in the end, we shoot ourselves in the foot, which for me is just unacceptable. Right, the game, we should have won that game. We really should have done. You really can't judge Ferguson off a couple of minutes here and there. See, I agree with Nick. Right, but then my question is, I'm not sure how many games we've got left. Is it 10 or 9 games left? So what have we got to see from now to the end of the season from Evan Ferguson to want us to buy him? Do you know what I mean? If he's not playing. And I can't keep hearing that he needs minutes, because if he goes to Ireland in the international break and plays twice, then to me, he's fit. He's fit to play, or is he just not fitting into the squad? Like, that's more to the point. Do you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Drain Hole Hammer out in Suffolk, mate. I hope you're well, mate. Oi, Theo, do you think he isn't playing Ferguson to keep his price down? Wouldn't surprise me, mate. That could be valid, but how do we know how good he is if we don't see him? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like a fucking ghost at the minute. Ferguson played 1 game under Potter in the Prem for Brighton. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Potter may not have his own tools, but it's inspiring confidence. Moyes went to Everton and got the environment with less quality. See, that is comment of the night. Read that fucking comment, because that is what I've been saying for ages. That is comment of the night. I completely agree. I've not seen any improvements other than being a bit more stable in defence. Now, listen, I want Potter to do well at West Ham. I don't want him to leave or nothing, but you've got to give like criticism where it's due. And tonight, I just felt like he sort of sat back and went, right, we're just going to hold this. And like the other time, we got away with it at Arsenal. This time, we didn't get away with it at Everton. I will say that. It's not a great comment. Moyes has players fit for his style. Potter doesn't. Let's stop talking crap. AD Lad is having his say on tonight, I must admit. AD Lad, I'm going to have to get you on a debate show with me and the boys, mate. That'd be quite interesting. Let me know. Follow me on Twitter or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Right, I'm going to wrap this up here. My final thought is this. Disappointing. I'm going to be straight. Too many times that we are giving away points in games where we should have won. Do you know what I mean? Today, I thought first half we were shit. I'm going to be real. Second half, we were a lot better, and we were better than Everton in both halves, in my opinion. Everton had a good 5-minute spell at the end of the game, and they scored a goal because of it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't remember Ariola having any problems or making any blockbuster saves to keep him in the game. But we go 1-0 up, and we're going back to our old sort of style again, and we're sitting there and we're going, right, we'll pass the ball backwards and sideways, and we'll try and do something, and we do the same thing over and over again. All it is all our attack is Bowen, Kudus, and Wan-Bissaka. That's all it is. Yeah, right. I go down that side, that right hand side, and it's just triangles all the time. Yeah, for me, we've let this one go. Yeah, and it's a shame because the travelling support deserved the win today. They simply deserved the win there, and they get all the way to the end, and it's just poor. But it's us making the fucking mistakes when you cut them mistakes out. Yeah, and if you was to be more positive in the last 20 minutes rather than just sitting there and not doing nothing, hopefully we would have seen 3 points, but instead we're only going to see one. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I will do the player ratings either tonight or tomorrow, so check it out on E20 Zone TV. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, hit notification bell and all that. Put the comments in the comment section after this video is done. Let me know what you think. Like, maybe I'm being too harsh or something, but for me, yeah, today is a missed opportunity. And against our ex-manager, right, I really wanted us to win today because I want this saga with the Moyes fucking thing gone from West Ham. This is a new era, yeah, and this is our second manager in under a fucking year. So, you know, I want us to be a bit more sort of West Ham friendly rather than just keep worrying about ex-managers, ex-players and all that. But will we get it? Who knows, mate. Anyway, from me to you, take care of yourselves out there. Have a good Saturday night wherever you are. Everton won, West Ham won, and we should have won. Peace.